Christianity would be nowhere today if there were no suffering Christians. Huh? Start with Jesus, the Christ Himself. Christianity would never have been born were it not for a Savior who came and lived a godly life, no sin, experienced it all, the temptation we all do, but stood there for God. Can you imagine Jesus as a boy growing up and what persecution he must have got when he wouldn't say the cuss words, when he wouldn't go out and do the ungodly, and Jesus stand like a rock and be a godly, humble kid who just says, I just love my Father in heaven and I'm going to live for Him. I'll never dishonor Him. I'm living for my Lord. And they picked on him and they pushed him around, and he turned the other cheek every time they'd slap him or spit on him. Can you imagine Jesus as a 20-something young man, and as all the other ones are out partying and doing their thing, Jesus said, no, sir, that would be dishonoring to my Lord. I'll not do that. No, sir, I won't do it. I will honor my God, my Lord, my Father in heaven. Yeah, Jesus knows the suffering, and yet He stood and He suffered. Christianity would be nowhere today were it not for Christ suffering for us. And then the disciples, as they suffered, they spread the gospel. The reputation was, kill one, 10 pops up. Sharing the gospel was that thing that motivated them, that drove them, that they were dedicated to. They were not the people always sitting around saying, oh, I just wish I could be blessed today. Oh, I wish I could be comforted. Oh, I wish I could be lifted up. No, sir. They were saying, I wish I could be used by God to get the gospel to people that don't know anything about it. That's what they were. And that's why we have the gospel today. Question: if Jesus tarries, I look for Him any day and pray that He'll come every day. But if Jesus tarries 100 years, will there be Christian faith on the earth because of our witness? Will you have passed the torch to the next generation? Because I'm going to tell you something. Our world is getting wicked. I already have the answer. If Jesus tarries, I'm going to tell you something. He always has a remnant of God-fearing, Bible-believing people who's going to keep passing the torch down to their children and their grandchildren, over to their employees or their associates at work, and over to their student friends. Their peers will hear the gospel through their life. Yes, I believe 100 years from now. My question is, will you be one who does the passing of the torch? You see this? We are so comfortable in America today, and we're so taken care of. We live such a cushy life, and you know what that causes? It causes us to want to be more comfortable, taken care of more, and have more cushion. But being a tough cowboy, we won't be tough. What makes a tough cowboy? Huh? He gets bucked off, he gets back on. That's pretty tough. He'll buck out a bull, get beat up, and next thing you know, he's out there with a cast on his wrist, and he's still going. Tough. What it means to be tough is you could take it hard. You could take a hard hit, but boys, you get right back up and go again. That's tough. What about a Christian? I don't want to be a sissy Christian, do you? I want to be a Christian that when I'm dead and gone, the actions and the behavior that I did while I was alive pass the torch to other people that keep sharing the gospel. I ain't talking about me as a preacher. I'm talking about me as a person. Don't you want to be that tough Christian that says, though I go through the fires of the wicked ones around me that would mock me and laugh at me, I'm going to hold the torch of Jesus high in the darkest places. Don't you want to be that kind of person?